Dead Space 3 is the black sheep in the Dead Space trilogy. It was my least favorite Dead Space when I first played it in 2013, by a long shot. It soured my taste whenever I thought of the whole Dead Space trilogy, which I am a fan of. But over time I forgot why I didn't like it, and in 2025 I gave it a second chance. How do I feel about a 12-year-old game? Do I recommend it? Let's find out. Hi, I'm Score, and in 2015 I became a trophy hunter, which means I sometimes give games a second chance and replay them to 100%. Often that gives me a new perspective on games I love or hate. In 2020 I finished Dead Space 1 to 100% and earned the Platinum Trophy for it. Not gonna lie, the first Dead Space had such an impact that it formed a dream within me of having all 3 Platinums in the Dead Space trilogy. The only two problems: Dead Space 2 has an insane trophy, which makes its Platinum a 9 out of 10 in difficulty, and Dead Space 3 disappointed me big time in 2013. I had forgotten why, I just remembered the disappointment. But in 2025, 10 years after becoming a trophy hunter, I looked for ways to make my hobby fun again. Challenging myself and my beliefs has turned out to be a great way to do so. I've been improving my gaming skills steadily, and I'm no stranger to difficulty trophies. And so, I decided to give Dead Space 3 a second chance. Today, I want to talk about my time with Dead Space 3 in 2025. My first hours of playing Dead Space 3 were not standard Dead Space. Not Isaac? Civilization? Human enemies? Highways? What?
Oops.
Although it looked like Dead Space, and certain aspects were there, the plasma cutter, the Pank treasure... You didn't get yours?
I didn't.
The horror survival aspect was completely gone. Instead, action took over, and by action took over, I really mean it.
I'm clearing them as fast as I can!
But I didn't mind, because I had fun. Isaac is a great character, he's resourceful, his iconic plasma cutter tool is the best weapon in the game in my opinion, and he seems to be the only competent crew member.
Here! Grab some of that paneling and seal up that doorway!
Since when are you giving the orders?
Since somebody else has a plan! Look, I'll explain as I go. Carver, where can I find an EVA suit?
Stupid bloody ancient signal. Oh god. Isaac, I think I just started the launch sequence and I don't know how to stop it.
You what?
Look, just get out of that chamber before it bakes you to a crisp.
I've disconnected all the lines and service tubes, but hell if I know how to get it out of there. I'll figure it out. Go get your equipment together so we can tow it back to the repair bay. You think you can handle it from here?
Yeah.
Clark. I'm not an idiot.
Are you sure about that?
My plan for the Platinum was simple. Not many trophies were left. Collect all the remaining collectibles, there are a lot, and then focus on the 3 playthroughs on higher difficulties. Classic mode. Basically hard mode with no co-op. Pure survival mode. Hard mode, but the player has to craft ammo, health and stasis packs. And last but not least, hardcore mode. Permadeath mode. You die, your save gets deleted. I know, scary shit, but I will deal with it when we get there. Step 1. Get all the collectibles. There is a lot of them. When I started trophy hunting, I didn't mind collectibles. Over the years, I learned to hate collectibles. But fate had me covered. A ping on the fantastic ZXL Discord reached me. Someone was looking for help. I agreed and we played through the game and picked up all the collectibles. I had done most of it before 2025, but I was happy to collect the remaining ones with someone. Shout out to Symbiotic Crawler. My boosting partner was cool. Our problem was the crappy internet connection. Often me, sometimes he, got disconnected. And following a guy to pick up 257 collectibles is no joke. Our party chat was crappy, often the audio would cut out. But in the end, we managed. All weapon parts discovered. Nice trophy. Weapon collector. And there it is. The trophy. Librarian. Outtakes looks nice. There it is, the professor. Okay, let's get the trophy. Then it was time for classic mode. Classic mode is important because it unlocks the devil horns, a weapon that one-shots most enemies and uses little ammo. The perfect weapon for more difficulty playthroughs. How convenient. Not gonna lie, I struggled with classic mode. It disables co-op and tries to simulate the classic Dead Space experience, which failed because the game had still resource farming, weapon crafting and lots of action. Frustration set in. After 60 hours, most of it in easy mode, collectibles and miscellaneous trophies, and a bit over halfway through classic mode, I had a revelation. The never-ending waves of enemies reminded me why I disliked Dead Space 3 so much. Survival horror was at 0, action was up to 100. And rushing enemies in tight spaces is not fun. It's f***ing frustrating. Luckily, stasis was readily available and I farmed resources with my scavenger bots to upgrade my suit. And after almost 19 hours of frustration, the trophy popped. Oh my god, my classic playthrough is over. By far the hardest challenge that I faced in this game so far. So, there it is. Yeah! Classic playthrough. Donezo. At the end of my playthrough I felt relief. And the devil horns unlocked. Yay! 3 trophies left. Time for pure survival mode. It's a playthrough in which you have to craft your items, health, ammo and stasis packs. I was confident. I had played through the game 3 times in a week, but I still managed to get myself in a position where I basically was without health and ammo. My devil horns were not available in my save. I died over and over and over again. Eventually, I found a strategy to overcome my seemingly unsolvable situation. Pure skill and willpower. Or maybe the game pitied me, I don't know. Finally. When I reached the point where the devil horns should appear, they weren't there. I was desperate, because it was chapter 3 and I struggled so much already. Well, I do what I do best in those hopeless situations. I got into research mode. I watched videos and I tried to find a solution that fit my needs. I found it and the weapon appeared. From there on out, it should be easy, right? It got better, yes. By now I knew the game inside out. It took me a little under 10 hours to finish pure survival mode. Give me the trophy. Come on. There it is. Yes! It's currently 3 AM in the morning on February 1st. I stayed up way too late. But there it is. Now only 2 trophies stood between me and this ultra rare platinum trophy. Okay, time to talk about hardcore difficulty. I mentioned permadeath mode before. What I didn't mention, the game allows you to save at any point. You can quit the game, back up your save and continue. In case of a death, you simply copy your backup save back and you're ready to continue. And I was surprised. Yes, the mighty devil horns did its job, but look at this.
Yeah, the game wants us to succeed.
This was my inventory in chapter 2 or 3. I had barely any problems. Okay, in the second half I had to copy my save a few times, but it wasn't that bad. I knew where all the enemies were by now. And I can't believe that I'm saying this. Hardcore was a fun final playthrough. No joke. I had put in so much work. 257 collectibles, classic mode and an annoying pure survival mode playthrough. Now I felt overpowered. I sped through the game. The final time was a bit over 7 hours.
Yes, guys! We did it! We did all the playthroughs for Dead Space 3.
But that was not the end of my platinum journey. One final trophy stood between me and the platinum. Drill Sergeant, complete the drill room without taking any damage. In all of my 5 playthroughs, I had never managed to do that. I was nervous. No hit challenges usually don't go well when I am involved. And yes, I struggled. Again. I didn't want to copy myself over and over and over again, and I decided to just restart checkpoint. I wasn't sure if this would void the trophy or not. I just hoped for the best.
Jesus Christ, how fast get I hit? Can I restart checkpoint? I hope. Okay, let's check for me.
No! Wait. Yeah, there's a yellow fuse in the center.
Holy
Center. I'll try to shoot it.
dang.
Wait. Yeah, there's a...
But I got hit. And hit. And hit. Always very early on. Frustration came back. But then I had an idea. Just focus on the drill. With the gun, the drill was a one shot in each phase.
Drill core at 50% capacity. Resuming operation in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All hands, clear the deck. All hands, abandon drill. Abandon drill.
I think I got hit.
And so I did apply the new strat and I finished the encounter. No trophy. Dang. I stepped out of the arena.
We'll win eventually. Did you find the
There's
experiment?
it! Okay,
Yes.
platinum, platinum! Yeah!
We'll just have to see it.
Oh, good.
Brave New World, schöne neue Welt, the platinum trophy in Dead Space. What the? Yeah! Ugh. Ugh, yes! Damn it! My first trophy. My first platinum trophy in 2025, finally. Ugh. The first platinum since November 2024. Man. And it's a PS3 platinum also. It's amazing.
I was full of dopamine. I earned the platinum in Dead Space 3 12 years later. What an accomplishment. If you are interested in these kind of retro games from the PS3 era, then feel free to subscribe. I'm on my way to 1000 subscribers, help me to reach that goal, and I will do my best to keep you entertained with quality content like this. Alright, time to mini review Dead Space 3. Time to complete 86 hours. A regular playthrough is between 7 and 10 hours, and more if you decide to farm resources or pay any attention to the collectibles. The platinum can be done faster than 86 hours. I helped someone get all the collectibles, that took a lot of time, maybe 20 hours. The platinum trophy guide says 40 hours. I would say 40 to 60 hours is realistic. I farmed resources with the scavenger bot to upgrade my suit, which helped me to get through the hordes of enemies the game puts in front of you. Also, look into resource packs. That helped a lot with farming. Difficulty 5 out of 10. That's about right, I'd say. Trophy list is varied enough. Craft stuff, combat related trophies, co-op trophies, collectible related trophies, and trophies for finishing the game on multiple difficulties. No trophy is basically missable because there's chapter select, which is very handy. Genre. Dead Space 3 is not a survival horror game. It's 100% a third-person action shooter in space. Visually, the game looks good, especially in the space parts. They are very Dead Space. The planet part is a new addition, but I prefer space. The action is great. I didn't remember too much of the story, but in the end, it was kind of sad. Certain player information are integrated cleverly into the character. Still one of the best things Dead Space introduced me to. It helps with the immersion. The navigator is one of my favorite things. By pressing R3, a line shows the direction of my selected objective. Mostly the main quest, but also side quests when selected in the menu or workbenches or suit stations. Controlling Isaac feels good. I love the plasma cutter. Most of my playthroughs are plasma cutter only runs. It shows how good this weapon is. And I love the idea of Isaac using a tool to fight his way to the end. That's so cool. Besides the countless collectibles, the hordes of enemies are my two only negative points, really. I didn't play a second of the DLC, so that would be an extra and is not included in this review. Dead Space 3 is a fun action game and it does hold up. I'm glad I dusted off my PS3 and I'm going to earn many more PS3 trophies in 2025. That's a promise. If you want to support me further, check out my Ko-fi page, toss me a coin, become a supporter with founder status. Only the first 10 Ko-fi supporters and YouTube channel members get that honor. Also, get your name in the credits of my videos like these fine folks here on screen. Behind the scenes, insights into being a creator on YouTube, access to my private Discord and more. Join our cool and growing community. Your support means the world to me. Thank you. If you like this video, I recommend watching this video next. Dead Space 2 has an insane trophy which makes its platinum a 9 out of 10. Dead Space 2 has an insane trophy, which makes its platinum a 9 out of 10 in difficulty.